5 mistakes you should never make before getting into a relationship. There is something nobody teaches us enough about love. Before you learn how to love someone else, you need to learn what love really means to you. Because a lot of people don't enter relationships because they're ready to love. They enter because they're lonely. They enter because they want someone to fill an empty space inside them. They enter because they just came out of a painful relationship and want someone new to make them feel wanted again. And some people enter relationships simply because they look around and see everyone else falling in love, getting married, posting pictures together, and they start thinking, maybe I'm the one falling behind. But love is not a race, and a relationship is not a trophy you receive because you finally found someone. A healthy relationship requires things like respect, trust, communication, honesty, equality, and personal boundaries. And this is where the problem begins, because if you enter a relationship without knowing yourself, you may expect another person to heal wounds they never caused. So today we're going to talk about 5 mistakes you should never make before getting into a romantic relationship. Maybe one of these mistakes is the reason your last relationship failed. Maybe one explains why you keep choosing the same type of person. Or maybe you've never really understood what love is. Mistake number 1, getting into a relationship because you're afraid of being alone. Let's start with one of the biggest traps. You should never enter a relationship simply because you don't like being alone. There's a difference between saying, I want someone to love, and saying, I need someone because I can't handle being alone. Those two sentences sound similar, but they're not. When you're afraid of being alone, you may start accepting things you should never accept. You may ignore the red flags. You may make excuses for someone's behavior. You may tell yourself, they'll change. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. At least I have someone. And little by little, you start losing yourself just to avoid losing them. But a healthy relationship shouldn't require you to lose your independence. It should allow both people to remain individuals while building something together. So before you start looking for someone to love, learn how to be okay with yourself when nobody is standing beside you. Because if you need another person to make you feel valuable, you may accept almost anyone who gives you attention, and that's where many people begin to suffer. Mistake number 2, bringing your past relationship into your new one. Some people say, I'm ready to love again. But if you look deeper, they're not. They're still carrying the betrayal. They're still carrying the abandonment. They're still carrying the humiliation. They're still carrying the pain they didn't heal. They simply found someone new to distract them. And that's dangerous because the new person may end up paying for the mistakes of the old person. If your previous partner cheated on you, you may start suspecting your new partner without evidence. If your previous partner abandoned you, you may become terrified that your new partner will leave too. If your previous partner controlled you, you may become defensive even when the new person hasn't done anything wrong. You enter a new relationship carrying an old wound and then ask a new person to prove that they're not like the person who hurt you. But a new person shouldn't have to pay a debt they never created. So before you enter another relationship, ask yourself, do I really love this person? Or am I just looking for someone to help me forget someone else? That question might hurt, but sometimes the questions that hurt the most are the ones we need to answer. Mistake number 3, confusing attention with love. This is something many people never learn. Someone can text you all day. That doesn't automatically mean they love you. Someone can call you every night out. That doesn't mean they're ready to build a life with you. Someone can tell you, "You're everything to me." But words alone don't prove love. Attention is not the same thing as love. Love requires more than emotions. It requires respect, trust, communication, honesty, consistency, and the ability to deal with disagreements without destroying each other. So don't only pay attention to how someone treats you when everything is going perfectly. Watch how they behave when they're angry. Watch how they speak to you when you disagree. Watch whether they respect your no. Watch whether they respect your personal space. Watch whether they can admit when they're wrong. Because it's easy to treat someone well when everything is going your way. A person's character becomes much clearer when things don't go their way. Mistake number 4, entering a relationship without knowing your boundaries. A lot of people enter relationships and only after getting hurt do they ask, "Why did I allow this?" But here's the real question. Did you ever decide what you would and wouldn't accept? A boundary isn't about controlling another person. It's about knowing what is acceptable to you and what isn't. Ask yourself, how do I want to be spoken to? What do I consider disrespect? How much privacy do I need? How should disagreements be handled? What behaviors will I never accept? And what promises am I willing to make to my partner? Because if you don't know your boundaries, you may enter a relationship where every time someone crosses the line, you move the line again and again and again until one day you look at yourself and don't recognize the person you've become. Don't enter love without knowing where you stand. Mistake number 5, looking for someone to save you instead of someone to grow. Well, this might be the biggest mistake of all. Some people enter relationships with a list of things they expect their partner to fix. I need you to make me happy. I need you to give me confidence. I need you to take away my loneliness. I need you to make me feel important. But your partner can support you. They can love you. They can encourage you. They can walk beside you, but they cannot become your entire identity. A healthy relationship doesn't require one person to disappear so the other person can exist. Instead, two people should be able to bring their own identities, values, goals, and lives into the relationship and build something together. It's not, I'm incomplete without you. It's, I know my worth. You know yours, and we choose to grow together. That's the difference. So what is love really? After everything you've heard, you might be asking, then what is love? Love isn't just butterflies in your stomach. It's not just good morning texts. It's not just missing someone. It's not just kisses, hugs, dates, or pictures together. Those things can be beautiful parts of a relationship, but a strong relationship requires more. It requires respect, trust, communication, honesty, boundaries, equality, and the ability to work through problems without destroying each other. Because you know what's easy? Loving someone when everything is beautiful. The real test comes when you disagree, when someone gets hurt, when someone makes a mistake, when life becomes difficult, when the excitement starts to fade. That's when you begin to see whether the relationship actually has a foundation. Before you say, I love you, I want you to ask yourself 5 questions. Do I love this person, or am I simply afraid of being alone? Have I healed enough to stop punishing a new person for what someone from my past did? Do I understand the difference between attention intention in love? Do I know my boundaries? And am I looking for someone to build with or someone to save me? If you can't answer those questions, don't rush, because the biggest mistake isn't always loving the wrong person. Sometimes the biggest mistake is entering a relationship without knowing yourself. You can meet the right person and still destroy something beautiful because you weren't ready to love. So, before you ask, where can I find love? Maybe you should ask, who am I when I love someone? Because when you learn to understand yourself, now when you learn your boundaries, and when you learn how to communicate, when you learn to choose people based on their character and not only on how they make you feel, you start entering relationships with your eyes open. And that's when love becomes different. Don't love because you need someone. Love because you're ready to build something healthy with someone. And if you've made it this far, I want to leave you with one final question. If tomorrow you met the person you've always dreamed of, would the person you are today be ready to love them the way they deserve to be loved? Think about that, because sometimes the person you need to prepare to love isn't the person you're going to meet. It's you